I'm a freedom runner, Ikegami. I'm a professional marathoner and have been seeking out well-being. In my career, I traveled around Kenya, Germany, and many places in Japan, and I have met so many people. Also, I have read many books in my life. Now I have much more knowledge about nutrition, psychology, meditation, and health management more than most of people. For me, well-being is the biggest goal in my life. One day, well-being is achieved by three main factors: physical well-being, mental well-being, and financial well-being. I have posted many information about nutrition, injury management, and mental factors in my official website. But today, I'm going to talk about financial well-being. That means making passive income. Again, I'm gonna talk about only making passive income, nothing else. It's a little long story, but no matter how much you know about business, you'd be surprised after watching this video. So please watch all the information very well. If you want to just earn much money, there are tons of ways in this world. You can work for a big company 60 hours a week, or you can invest tons of money to be an entrepreneur. But if you make a life of freedom to do something you really love, spend more time with your family, or travel around all over the world, you should think about making passive income and a system which pays you good money in all rest of your life. For me, making passive income and a system which can pay you good money in rest of your life is very important because I'm here for the purpose. It's not working in a factory and carrying cardboards, but seeking out something more. Now I'm lucky because I have a sponsor, but I know it's not for everybody. It's not easy at all. For me, it's good. I'm the right guy who is trying to see how far I can go in terms of how fast I can run marathon and how many races I can win. But marathon is not for everybody. I want to tell you and help you to live your real own life for all of you. If you answer yes to following questions, you should think about how to make passive income. First, do you feel blue in Sunday night or Monday morning? Second, do you want to quit your job if the pay is shit? Number 3, do you want to change your job if possible? Number 4, do you want to earn extra money besides your current job? If you answered yes to above questions, let's go for more information to create a life of freedom. I have read a lot of books and met a lot of people who belong to more than 20 nationalities, including Africans, Europeans, Asians, and Americans, and have gotten a lot of information. But not many businesses can make passive income or the system which can pay you good money in rest of your life, or simply usually invest tons of money to make passive income or the system. Sometimes some people say that it's really easy to earn money at your home, but in most of cases, once you start doing it, you gotta keep working it long time and cannot make passive income. It's just replacement of your current job, which you don't love. For these reasons, I cannot recommend you. Usually you need tons of money to make passive income, like a few $1,000,000 or enough financial cushion to allow you to work for years without income. In both cases, rich people are getting richer and poor people keep staying poor. That's why the difference between rich people and poor people are getting bigger and bigger. An economic professor, Anthony Atkinson, points out in his book The Inequality that in 1980s, the top 1% of rich people in the USA had 30% of wealth of the whole USA. Now it reaches 50%. Why is the difference between rich people and poor people are getting bigger and bigger? There are two reasons. First, rich people sell non-physical goods like financial products, copyrights, or something like that, instead of selling physical products. Second, rich people have tons of money to invest for something, then they can increase their wealth even though they are doing nothing. Somebody else works for them. I'm not going to give you an economic lecture here. Here's long story short. First, you should sell non-material products. In other words, rights, instead of selling material products. Because if you sell material products, your income increases only proportionally, and you gotta keep working and have stock risks. On the other hand, if you sell non-material products, in other words, rights, your income increases exponentially, and finally you can make passive income without stock risks. Plus, you don't need something in this physical room, in other words, three-dimensional room. For example, you sell shoes, then you need a warehouse to stock your shoes, and cars and drivers to carry your products. Second, you should be an entrepreneur with as small as possible initial investment. As long as you are working for somebody, you cannot make passive income and create a life of freedom neither. To design your ideal life and build a life of freedom, you need to be an entrepreneur with as small as possible initial investment. You might think it's complicated or impossible, but it's not. Just you need to collect the information to make a right decision, and you can be an entrepreneur with the smallest initial investments ever. In the past, it required tons of money to be a business owner, but now, thanks to the internet, you can be a business owner if you have a creative idea. For example, you can earn money from YouTube or blogging. Also, in terms of investors, you can deal with stock or exchange transaction online, and you can earn money by affiliate program, which exists all over the world. Now it's the best time to be a business owner. If the first planning is enough good, now it's the time to make passive income with the smallest initial investments ever before. In terms of business, the first planning is the most important thing. If the first planning is well planned, everything else would work well. My business plan is well designed for that everybody, including a beginner, can make passive income and assets. In my group, all the business partners support each other. This is usually impossible because in most of business people in the same business become automatically competitors. There is no incentive to help each other, people in the same business. That's why in most of businesses, you should work alone and learn everything by yourself, or you should pay to learn from somebody who knows about your business well. On the other hand, my business plan is designed that all business partners in my group can help each other with incentives. My opinion so far is, first, you should have passive income and assets to create your own life. Second, you should be a business owner with as small as possible initial investments. What I am saying is not that you better have passive income, but having passive income is the only way to create a life of freedom. Why? Because in business owners and entrepreneurs in developed countries have common idea that they pay as less as possible salaries to their employees by moving their factories to developing countries and hiring workers in developing countries. That means, first, people in developed countries lose their jobs more and more. Second, people in developing countries keep staying poor, now and also in the future. Only business owners and entrepreneurs are getting richer and richer. This phenomenon is called the jobless recovery. People lose their jobs while economics develops. That's why the difference between rich people and poor people are growing. In fact, in the USA, a lot of people lost their jobs and they were replaced by immigrants who worked with less salaries. And some people are forced to move to foreign countries. It happens to many European countries also. For me, having passive income and create assets is almost duty to make a family happy and create your ideal life. Based on this point of view, I will talk about how to choose job. I got a lot of information about business, and there are three factors I consider to make a decision if I go ahead or not. First, if I can make passive income in a long-term vision. Second, if I can earn money by doing what I love. Third, if I can start off with low risks. In terms of the first factors, I was born for my own purpose. I have many things that I want to achieve in my life. That's why I want to earn money efficiently. Then the key competency is the leverage. The leverage means if your income increases exponentially, proportionally, or diminishing. Let's say taking a movie. If you take a movie for only one person, it costs at least a few millions. But you can sell it many people in a theater and in DVD form. Then you can use the leverage. Until you recover the initial investments, you have a deficit. But once you recover the initial investment, the more you sell it, the more your income increases because expenses are almost zero. Comparing the initial investments, besides you need to do nothing. Somebody else sells DVDs and show your movie in a theater. In terms of efficiency of earning money, if it is very important, if you can use the leverage effect. If you choose something which requires meeting face-to-face, it's not efficient. And I said, also in a long-term vision, sometimes a good business model shows up in front of me, like this is the newest business model in the world, or something like that. In a short-term vision, these businesses are growing up rapidly and disappear or degenerate in a few years. For me, it makes sense to choose stable business platform like Google or Amazon. If I choose a big company, the income should be stable and can earn money for a long time. If I do an agent business seriously, I choose a company which generates at least 100 million US dollars a year. In terms of if I can earn money by doing what I love, as I said before, I was born for the own purpose. If I earn money by doing something which I don't like, I better become a high school teacher. That's enough stable and good salary. If you are a high school teacher, I'm sorry for saying this, but I'm not the right guy to teach kids. My passion is on a different place. There's no reason to start up with my own business if I do something which I don't love. If I start up my own business, there's only one reason, because I want to spend more time, energy, and money for my own purpose and my dream. In terms of if I can start up with low risks, I know most of you have fear to start up your own business. Then the lower risk you start up with, the better. But of course, the return should be enough much to make a living and spend money for what you love. I choose a business model which has the lowest risk from this point of view. Considering these three factors, automatically making a portfolio, having estates, just building up your personal brand, and online affiliate marketing cannot be an option. Because all these things have big risks. You need to keep working with it forever, or you cannot use the leverage effect. That's why I cannot recommend you these options. But in my knowledge there is only one option which can make passive income and filled with above three factors by combining online affiliate marketing and the leverage effect. This combination works the best ever before. If you have a cell phone or laptop and the internet, whenever you want and wherever you are, you can work for it with your own pace. You can work as long as you want. You can make a decision by yourself. Even if you are a beginner of network marketing and have no idea about network marketing, you can make it because I already made the system which everybody can earn money with doing very simple work. You need no knowledge about network marketing. Plus, since you can make stock type and passive income, the income keeps going to you automatically, and you don't need to meet someone face to face, and you can use a handle name or a business name. Nobody can know you earn extra money at your home if you want to make it a secret. You may think it sounds a lie or crazy, but from now on I reveal all the business model, so don't worry about it. The best combination which I am saying is MLM. It's one of the marketing strategy. You'd already hear of it once in your life. Unfortunately, there are many wrong perceptions about MLM, and it's a pity that many people have worked MLM in the wrong way and as a result broke the relationship with their friends. That's why only less people understand the worth and characters of MLM business. The biggest reason why this business has been underrated is that it's complicated to deal with MLM without the internet or business partners. In my opinion, only in case you combine MLM with network marketing, it's as worth as you work for it. Some guys already made a big success with MLM marketing, but almost all of them took years with tons of work. All of them say they love entrepreneurship and you should work for a long time. Also, I love entrepreneurship and I don't know why nowadays working hard is so bad idea. But if you cannot start up tomorrow, I cannot recommend you because I know most of people don't have much time and much money to invest. I guess you also. Although I explain MLM more from now on, please remember I don't recommend you MLM itself, but to combine MLM with my system. MLM stands for multi-level marketing. It's one of the marketing strategy. Historically, MLM started already 60 years ago. These days, a lot of companies use MLM. Let's take Company A for an example. Company A is the pioneer of MLM and one of the most successful company in the world. But I cannot recommend you this company for some reasons. That's why let me say just Company A. I want to use this company just to explain MLM. This company sells convenience goods like shampoo, cosmetics, supplements, foods, and so on. This company's sales are about 10 billion US dollars a year and have 50 marketing all over the world. There's no question, this company is one of the most successful company in the world. The MLM marketing strategy was made by this company originally. In normal company, there are many companies between producers and consumers, and every company between producers and consumers charge extra fees. Plus, companies pay also advertisement fees and it costs a lot. That's why products which you can buy at the store are sold with much higher prices than the first cost. Especially products which the image is very important like cosmetic goods are sold with many extra expenses. It's not a rare case that the first cost is just 1% of the price at the store. Most of companies are on this system. On the other hand, Company A thought this system was not good for consumers and the company because, of course, the price at store gets higher. Consumers want to buy products as low as possible price and companies want to sell products as cheap as possible price also. And Company A made the new system. As you can guess, this is the MLM. Company A can deliver products to consumers directly by MLM. Thanks to this system, Company A can invest more money for inventing new products. As a result, Company A can offer customers better products with lower prices. In short, Company A made a decision to let customers tell their product to other potential customers from mouth to mouth with incentives. If a customer introduces another person Company A's products, and if the person buys the products, Company A pays commissions. But in this way, the power of advertisement is too weak. Let's say you introduce their $30 product to your friend and your friend buys it, and maybe you can get 10%, which means $3. How many hours you want to work besides your current job for $3? It would not work at all. That's why Company A set reward system which is paid for whole organization. That means you can get money not only selling the products, but also how big organization you made. I'll give you an example. You introduce their products to your 4 friends, and the 4 friends introduce Company A's products to 4 different friends. Then there are 16 people under you, and Company A pays money to you for your organization. In other words, these 16 people. Company A evaluates your work at multi-level. That's why this system is called multi-level marketing. By using affiliate program, you can earn money just once. You sell a product or service and you get commission, that's it. So you should keep working for it forever if you want to earn money. On the other hand, by using MLM, you can earn money with doing nothing once you build an enough big organization. And also you can use the leverage effect because you and your downline members work all together. MLM is the leverage effect itself. There are 3 good things about MLM marketing. First, expanding power. If a lot of people work together, it's possible to reach many people. Let's say 100 guys share same information on their Facebook. I cannot imagine how many people read the information finally. Second, based on the compensation plan, the more a representative introduces products and or services, the more a company and representatives get profits. The profits of a company and representatives are completely congruent. Plus, also the profit of downline members and upline members are congruent because downline members want to recruit a new member and need your help. If they recruit a new member, you can get benefit from there. That's why you have incentives to share your knowledge and experiences with your downline members without taking money from them. That means I will help you and teach you everything without taking money from you. Third, you should invest just a little money to start up MLM business. The characters of MLM is that you can earn money at multi-level, but you should invest at single level. In other words, for only yourself. These 3 factors are original characters of MLM, but MLM is double-edged sword. I have to explain the merits also. There are 3 demerits of MLM. First, most of representatives are not professional. They don't know how to talk in a business way and make an appointment. In the worst case, they break friendship. In fact, a lot of people who did MLM said that they lost trust and friends got hurt and gave up. Second, theoretically, you can use the leverage effect by using MLM, but it's a little complicated because most of people are not professional. Even if you are very good at selling products and recruit 100 guys, maybe less than 10 guys of 100 guys are professional of selling products or services. Third, although a lot of companies say that they can make passive income, the truth is that representatives should join seminar explanation event or make a face-to-face appointment. It's not real passive income from my point of view. Because you cannot make a life of freedom. If it's called passive income and a life of freedom, you should be allowed to travel all over the world with earning much money to make a living and spend money for traveling all over the world. Long story short, MLM itself is very unclear and risky, making passive income in a long-term vision, earning money by doing what I love, starting up with low risk. These are my standards. All business I do should be filled with these 3 standards. Here's the deal. What if I combine online affiliate with MLM? These days, even elementary school kids post many pictures and videos on SNS like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and so on. And some kids get more than 10,000 followers. 30 years ago, before I was born, people needed to buy an expensive camera or laptop. These days, a lot of people have a smartphone. If you have a smartphone, you can do everything you need to do. Taking a photo, video, and post it on your SNS account, that's it. Getting followers is not complicated. Besides, you can send messages to tons of people by SNS. In any businesses, it's one of the most important and difficult things to make a big mailing list. But nowadays, you can send tons of people messages through SNS. These factors expanded online affiliate marketing. But if you use affiliate program, you should keep working for it. And usually the profit per one selling is not much, maybe just a few dollars or so. And if it's more expensive, it would not be easy to sell it. Affiliate marketing is at single level. It cannot be the best idea to create a life of freedom. Now you might understand what I want to say. If you do MLM as if it's online affiliate program, single level marketing becomes multi-level marketing. And you can make passive income and create a life of freedom. If you affiliate the people with your MLM company, the purchaser doesn't become an end user, but a new ambassador. By changing single-level marketing into multi-level marketing, you can use the leverage effect very much. This system can also cover all the demerits of MLM. From now on, I will show you more details. What you do is very simple. Just expanding my blog or my video on your media. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, blog, YouTube, and so on. That's all. Does it work well? Sure. Because this is not selling a Sixto Rodriguez album. How many people know about Sixto Rodriguez all over the world? He's one of the most famous singers in the South Africa, and I love him very much. But in other countries, not many people know about him, right? I guess you don't know about him, but I really love his songs. On the other hand, how many people want to create a life of freedom with doing what they want to do? I guess almost all the people want to do that. The difference is only if they trust this information and take an action. That's all. Roughly speaking, there are two ways. First, building your personal brand and show people who visit to your page on the internet the URL of my blog and or video. Second, sending messages to people by SNS. I always recommend my business partners to combine these two ways. The former way takes years until you attract people to your page. But once you start attracting people, automatically people visit to your site and some of them see the URL of my blog and or my video in your page, click it and make a decision to join us. Then you can make passive income in a double sense. First, people visit to your page without doing nothing. And second, you can earn money from MLM with doing nothing. Plus, you can and should build your personal brand by what you really love. Earning money by what we love is what we want to do, right? Let's say you love baseball. I love baseball too. You build a website which is written about Major League Baseball players. Not only current players, but also legends of baseball like Babe Ruth, Ted Williams, Nolan Ryan. Then people who want to know about all good baseball players start visiting to your site and see the URL of my blog and or video with their recommendation. If a person has already visited so many times and read your blog, they trust you more because they feel like you are a teacher of baseball history and they feel like they know about you, right? The latter way takes a little much work, but the good thing is you need no preparation for it. You can start it even right now. If you make a decision to join us, I will give you all information. This way is really easy and everybody can do this. In fact, my friend's 6-year-old daughter earned $100 a day once. The best advantage is that you are watching my video right now. In other words, you can speak English. the 56% of information on the internet is written in English, and I guess at least 70% of users can understand English, because usually when people post something on the internet, they use their mother language. Even so, some of them can understand English. Since I teach you everything, you can start it right now, even if you are a beginner of online marketing. And of course, you can use my training tools free. All the training tools are on the internet, so you can access all my training tools wherever you are in this planet. That's why everybody can learn how to recruit more and more with automatic system. As a result, you can recruit people, and the people who you recruited can recruit a new member, and then they learn from the system, and the same thing is going on and on. It will never stop. The last matter is which MLM company you choose. That is the last thing which I want to tell you. How can we choose a MLM company? Again, these are my standards. First, if I can make passive income in a long-term vision. Second, if I can earn money by doing what I love. Third, if I can start off with low risks. If you combine online marketing with MLM, automatically number 2 and number 3 are filled. Also, you can make real passive income. The question is, if it goes on in a long-term vision. In terms of this question, my standard is very simple. First, if the company has already run for more than 10 years. Second, if the company generates at least $100 million a year, this is the minimum. Third, if the company has more than 20 marketing all over the world, especially in Europe, in the USA, and Oceania. If a company fills these 3 factors, I can recommend you the company. And ideally speaking, the service of the company should be non-material, because material products have a lot of physical limits. I will not explain it much here. I'll just give you one example. No matter how cheap it is, I cannot get American rice right now and right here. While I can be a member of a travel service company right now and right here by using the internet. If you sell something material, there are many limits. Okay, now let's be back to the 3 factors. If a company fills the first 2 factors, the company will not get crushed in next 10 years. And if a company fills the 3rd factor, the risk would be divided. That's why the company will not get crushed soon. Plus, wider marketing means simply you have more chances, especially in case you can speak English and use the internet. For those reasons, I choose a company named World Ventures. Maybe some of you heard the name once. World Ventures was established in 2005 in the USA and grew up very rapidly. In April 2017, World Ventures has 35 markets all over the world, and the number of members reached more than 6.5 million. Why is this company so popular? Because World Ventures offers luxury hotels with extra good services in cheap hotel prices. They are connected with the Ritz-Carlton, the Four Seasons, Hyatt, Anacron Plaza, Hilton, Marriott, Disney Resorts, luxury cruising, professional sports, and so on. World Ventures sells these services with cheap prices. These are examples of their services. This is New York. You can stay in Renaissance Times Square Hotel 3 nights plus the Broadway show $349. Plus, first 8 weeks after you become a member, it costs just $249. If you book this hotel by Booking.com or Expedia, one night costs about $250. This is a Caribbean trip, 4 nights, 5 days with 3 meals per day and luxury cruising in the Caribbean Sea. It costs just $249. It's amazing. All these are 4 stars or 5 stars hotel, plus 3 meals a day and extra service. The reason why World Ventures can offer these high-quality services with cheap prices is using MLM. They don't need to pay advertisement fees. Plus, also hotels want to be connected with World Ventures, even though they give World Ventures members cheap prices. because World Ventures members have strong motivation that their trips post on SNS and share their trips. In other words, hotels can also make free advertisement by working with World Ventures. So this business model works well. Based on the basic rule of the market, the more people use a service, the lower the price gets and the higher the service of quality gets. Maybe in near future we can get better services with lower prices. Now this company is one of the best travel company in the world. Nobody cannot deny it. This company wins the World Travel Award every year and many sections, while the biggest travel company in Japan, JDB, won the prizes just 3 times so far. In 2015, World Ventures generates 700 million US dollars a year. As I said before, my standard is 100 million US dollars a year. That's definitely more than enough. This selling comes from just members' initial fees and monthly fees. Of course, World Ventures also earn money from the travel services. Travel services are main business of this company. Famous people in the world also like World Ventures, like famous artist Katy Perry, the Guinness record holder Anthony Robbins, who takes the most expensive consultant fees in the world, the best investor Warren Buffett, and also the president of Singapore, Lee Hsien Loong. I believe not only from my point of view, but also objectively speaking, it's a good idea to choose World Ventures. For me, this is business. I introduce you this company because I want you to make passive income and a life of freedom. But also you can enjoy travel around with staying luxury hotels in cheap prices. This is a real life of freedom. How about me? I already travel around all over the world as a marathoner. Luxury hotels don't attract me as much as running. I stayed at training camp in Kenya and lived there with very simple lifestyle, but that's fine, I love it. But I'm sure some of you want to travel around with excellent hotels in cheap prices. And I want to help you guys to make it too. There are 3 types of World Ventures membership: Dream Tip, Gold, and Platinum. I won't explain it all here, but I will talk about only a Platinum membership because other 2 types of membership are just for enjoying travel, not for serious business. If you want to just enjoy travel or earn just a little extra money, you can choose Dream Tip or Gold membership. That's fine. But I highly recommend you to become a Platinum membership from the business point of view. Because being a Platinum member can allow you to become a millionaire while the difference of initial investments is just a little. You need to pay about $600 for the initial investment. It's depending on which country you live in, but almost same. Plus, you need to pay monthly fees $100 until you recruit 4 persons, plus $25 as business fees a month. After you recruit 4 persons, you don't need to pay monthly fees anymore. In any cases, your income would be more than monthly fees. The monthly fees for the first month is included in $600 US dollars. Monthly fees become your dream points. 1 dream point can be used as $1 when you make a dream trip. Also, after you recruit 4 persons, you can get 100 dream points every month, even though you don't need to pay monthly fees anymore. The compensation plan is very complex. I will give you a short explanation and 1 simulation here. There are 3 types of reward. First, direct commissions and personal sales bonuses. Second, weekly bonus. Third, monthly residual bonuses. Type 1 is depending on how many people you recruit. Every time you recruit 1 person, you get $50. And recruit 3 persons within 28 days, you get $250. Type 2 is depending on how many people your organization recruits. Your organization means you and your downline members. Downline members mean who you recruited, and people are recruited by people who you recruited. In terms of your organization, there is binary system. Binary means that your organization is divided into two, and the side is smaller becomes a standard. Let's say your left side organization recruits 3 and your right side organization recruits 6. Then World Ventures pays you for 3 recruits. 3 recruits right side and 3 recruits left side become one cycle, and one cycle is 100 to 200 bucks. Type 3 is depending on how big your organization is. This type of reward is completely passive income. Even if you and all your downline members do nothing, you can get income monthly. 3 downline members right side and 3 downline members left side are one cycle. You get 10 to 15 bucks for every one cycle. And there is one more reward system named lifestyle bonus. The lifestyle bonus can be type 2 and type 3. It's depending on the situation. You get 200 to 1500 bucks every month, depending on how much your organization generates. Because of these 3 systems, all of us are assessed equally. That means downline members have chances to earn more, his or her upline member. This is a little too abstract and not easy to imagine. I'm sure you don't understand. Let's simulate now. Let's say you and your downline members recruit one person every single month. Then your income becomes the following number. From the first to fourth month, 50 bucks. The fifth month, 500. The sixth month, 1,550. The seventh month, 35,000. The eighth month, 6,100. The ninth month, 7,600. The 10th month, 8,400. The 11th month, 31 grand. The 12th month, 54 grand. As you can see, your income increases exponentially. This is the leverage effect. Until you recruit 4 persons, you can get only personal sale bonuses and direct commissions. Once you make enough big organization, you can use the leverage effect. Is it possible? Yes, it is. Why? Because there are few billion people on the internet and 70% of them can understand English. You are listening to me, that means you can understand English. That's your biggest advantage. And how much percentage of people want to make a life of freedom and make a living with what they love? Maybe close to 100%. The point is that I can teach you everything you need to know free. Because if you recruit a person, it's also my benefit. My way is already proven. I tested the same way so many times and all of it worked well. I have several ways of course, but I tried to make just one as simple as possible way. I taught the simplest way to a kid. One day my friend's 6 years old daughter used the way and she recruited 2 persons at that day. It's definitely the proof, don't you think so? Aren't you smarter than my 6 years old daughter? I ain't by it. Now I am also trying to make new ways. Every time I come up with a new idea and a better way, I will share the idea with all of you. I promise you. But don't tell it anybody else, just between us. Because of the compensation plan, it's not important that I recruit you. It doesn't make sense to work for $50. But it's very important that you, a serious business person, joins us. I teach you, educate you, and motivate you, and all my business partners create a life of freedom. I will not ask you to join us, but as long as you want to create a life of freedom, I'm always here and will stand on your side and your family. Now it's the best time to create passive income and a life of freedom. Although you need to work for yourself, everything you need to know is in my system, and your upline members and I are always here if you need our help. If you think this is not the best way to create passive income and a life of freedom, you better find another way. And if you find a better way, I want you to tell me. I have much curiosity about that. I will listen to you. Maybe now you get excited and feel fear at the same time and might have some questions. My members have my contact. please ask the person who contacted you to give you my contact. I'm always here to stand on your side and your family. In case you find my blog or video by yourself, please find a contact form or link below. You can contact me from there. Please let me know your opinion. Thank you for your watching, and I hope we can work together to create a life of freedom. Bye for now.